Right there. Mm. Do, do, do. I am live. Do, 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 do. Come on in. Mm, 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 mm. Daniel, what's going on? What's happening? I am back on the airwaves. Back on the airwaves. Oh, Lord mercy. Come on, you around me. Why the fuck is there hella bark? Oh, all right. Somebody trying to get cussed out around these motherfuckers. Fuck. RB, what's happening? Good to see you again. They got kind of chilly out here. What's going on, y'all? I am back. You know, after sending my mom off yesterday, I am back. Man. Oh yeah, I catch them in the act because what they did was in my complex they put down this new bark and they got like bark in front of my front door. So somebody came over and started kicking that shit and shit's just like all over the place. You know, I ain't got no problems with cussing the motherfucker out. Like, go somewhere else and do that shit. Don't do that shit. This is the wrong place to do that shit. It's the wrong place to do that. Ron Killings needs to win the title at WrestleMania 42. Yeah, they aren't going to give him a main event match. They ain't going to do that. Mr. IC Color, he's not going to let that happen. So what's been going on, y'all? It's been a lot of shit. Woo, it's been a lot of stuff in the news. Like Israel and Iran going at it. You got the LA riots 2025. It has been a long time since the last riot. So I think it's long. Oh, you know what? I don't watch Willie D. I'm still subbed up to him, but that's just just showing support for the brother. But I don't watch Willie D. Willie D. Willie D. is a closet coon, and he doesn't like to get called out on that. And just beyond all that, it's just some of the things he does that's just like, yeah, that ain't the Willie D. Now I don't expect him to be the Willie D that I know, because as we get older, we change and we start doing different things, but not even the core of who Willie D is ain't even the same. Yeah. So, but I'm definitely going to be, moving forward. I'm down to two new name changes for my channel. And I'll have a final decision on that probably within might take a few days, might take a week, but it's not going to be that long. So it's going to be, yeah. I think either name I choose, I think y'all like it. I think y'all like it, or the channel name. I'm not changing my name, but the channel name. You know, I love the title of my channel. What's cracking TV, but it got too much negativity attached to it, and I kind of want to, get away from that. So I'm gonna be going down my videos, and I am gonna delete a lot of the nonsense, because even though the name will be different, it's still the same channel, and I don't want to, you know. And then think about how many people actually go all the way back. You know what I'm saying? You really have to have a whole lot of time on your hands to go all the way back just to watch a video. Yeah. So I'm not. And the funny thing is, I've actually went all the way back to my very first video. But you know what the funny part about that is? It's because I wasn't doing anything at the time. So I had time to do that. you know. And just even going through that whole timeline of my channel, I noticed like where I'm like hot at, where I'm like really taking off, and then I see the videos where it's just kind of like, Use a lighter real quick. So I'm going to garner more in that area, you know. So, but it's definitely going to be a very heavy wrestling centric channel, but I'm also going to be delving into a lot of different other topics as well. So it's like I'm still going to be, pushing a lot of the politics and, you know, but I'm just going to, it's going to be more narrating than actually just like, yeah, I'm still going to give my opinion on things, but it's going to be more narrative as far as how things went than just personal opinions on certain things, unless there's things that, yeah, okay, this is what I personally think about this. So as you move forward, I will be here. Hey, I appreciate that. DMG in the building. What's going on? Salute. Sevens up. Fun fact, Saray Hayes, aka Punisher, said the feds approached him and asked him, can we walk in private? Saray replied, oh, we can talk right here. The feds said we'd like to talk about this. That's what they do. Yo, Muhammad, what's happening? I'm here. Yo, what's happening, cuz? Oh yeah, happy Father's Day weekend to everybody out there. Father's Day weekend. Juneteenth weekend. A lot of stuff going on this weekend. Guess who I seen trolling in BM Chesapeake? Oh, who was that? Say, Sheree replied from there, oh, let's talk upstairs. Then he started offering them some. Oh, the water treatment. You want a water? You thirsty? You look a little parched there. So, oh, hold on. So, okay, I did that. So, whoa, yo, that name is not to be, no. That name is deleted from this channel. Only comprehensive individuals are allowed on this channel. And he's not one of them. Oh, yeah, and by the way, for all you baseball fans, my San Francisco Giants have, by percentage points, taken over first place in the NL West. Thank you very much. What does comprehensive mean? You know, comprehend. Yeah. Woo. Yo, I deleted his account, but ooh, you know, I don't go on IG much, and when I do, you know, I just go on there just to, you know, check messages, and then I hop right back off. Woo, the threats. Woo, oh boy. Oh, congratulations to your Giants. My Rockies were Rockies just can't get it together. But I'm gonna tell you what though, if they don't hurry up and do something, you know, Major League Baseball gonna come in and be like, yo, either y'all start winning, do something, or y'all gonna have to find you all a new home. Yeah. But yeah, my Giants, you know what I'm saying? I was telling my Dodger fam, like, hey, we back. We back. The pitching, like the last few years, you know what I'm saying? And it started with Logan Webb. You know, the pitching, it started with the pitching, just like the last championship run. Started with the pitching and Timmy Lincecum. Shout out to Tim Lincecum. You know what I'm saying? 420 all day to the old Timmy boy. But it started with the pitching, the defense came, and then the bats came. Although the bats more came in the playoffs and the World Series than the regular season. You know, if you know about the torture, then you know, you know. You know, but this Giants team has the pitching, the defense, and the hitting to go along with it. You know what I'm saying? And we out there in La Lazy right now, and we have to go in there, you know what I'm saying? Game one of the series, you got bop, bop, bing, bop, boom, bop, bam. The type of shit you want to understand. Yeah. We got the Hoovers. We got the Hoovers versus the Crips. Well, I should say we got the Hoover criminals versus the Crips. Yeah, they've been here since 1990. Yeah, that's a long time. I remember when they got in there. I was like, oh shit, okay. I like the color scheme, but you're in our division. Yeah, it ain't gonna work like that. It ain't gonna work like that. That's the first team we beat. That's the first team we beat on the championship run. Right there in Dallas. Fort Worth, to be exact. Yeah. Took down there. Took it. Beat their ass. They only won one game that series. We beat them in 5. Up out of here. Did you watch the match with Triple H and Mark Henry back in '99? Oh, 98, when that fool was doing the monkey dance when Mark Henry was coming to the ring? Man, I watched that live. I was pissed off. I was pissed off. I was like, y'all really allowing this racist shit to go on? Man, you know what I'm saying? Like, and motherfuckers just kept watching. Just kept watching. You know? But you see, WWE was slick though. They would do all this racist shit, but you see, they had the wrong type of black people though. They had the wrong type of black people. You know, they could talk all this black shit down, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, but the fact remains, the fact that nobody got touched after they did that blackface segment just show what type of characteristics Mark Henry, The Rock, what's his face? D-Lo, right? And The Godfather. Shows you what type of characteristics of black people they are. Because if that was me, if I was in wrestling at that time, and I was part of the group that they did blackface on, oh, when they came back through them curtains, oh, I'm whooping your ass. As soon as your head come through that curtain, you bow. You're going to take all 5 fingers, all 5 knuckles. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck you think you is? If I was in WWE and I was Booker T, if I was a black man that was walking past when Vince McMahon said nigger, oh, hold on for a second. Hello, this is Dixie Carter of TNA Wrestling. If you would like to join TNA Wrestling, please hit 1. Someone will be with you in 1 minute. Do 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 do. Hello, this is Dixie Carter. How may I help you? Oh, hello. Dixie, I was wondering, do you guys have any openings at TNA? We sure do. And what is your name? My name is about to whoop Vince McMahon's ass for saying nigga. Oh, okay. Well, you can come on. Yeah, just go ahead and do what you have to do. And we have the door open, and I will pay you very, very well. Oh, you will? Okay. I will call you back in the morning. Thank you. And I went over there and I would have whooped Vinnie Mac's ass. Bop, boom, bop, boom, bop, bam. You know what I'm saying? Had the Batman graphics up there. Boom, 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 boom. Shit. That's what you're not going to do. Not in my presence. We're not doing that blackface. We're not doing that blackface. That's not what we do. No. Damn, ain't they the Dodgers are. Yep. The age for the Houston Astros and the whatchamacallit, and the orange and black for the Giants. Yo, the Hoovers got all kinds of colors. They got orange, black, blue, and whatever the Astros colors are. Yeah, they had too many. Yep, way too many. Oh yeah, Booker T. Yeah, if I was the Booker T, yeah, you ain't be doing all that. We ain't doing that. Man. Yeah. Yeah, it's the motherfuckers. Brother Jay, do you watch Godfather High? No, I have not watched it because I do not have that particular prescription. So I be wanting to watch it. I think I watched. No, I take that. I did watch one episode. I did watch one episode, and so I don't know. I don't know if I want to get that app just to watch one show. You know, so I guess whenever they decide to whatchamacallit, start putting it on different apps, then that's when I guess I'll end up I'll fuck around and binge watch. Oh yeah, they'll wear the Astro hats. They'll wear the jerseys. As a matter of fact, in that Jab 5 song I played recently, in the video, he got an Astros jersey on. He got the old school Astros jersey. That's what I'm saying. They got hella colors in the hoops. Ba 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 ba. Yeah, I seen something yesterday when I got home. It was a 6'5" Village Hood Day, and I'm thinking 6'5". I'm thinking like it's some Southern California set. I'm like, nah, that's they talking about the Village up in Oakland. I'm like, wait, hold up. When did non-gang banging hoods have hood days? They have that day, but they don't call them hood days. It's something totally different. You know what I'm saying? Like that's wild. Which got my head spinning, and I kind of touched on it, a while back, like a while back. But I find it very interesting, right? When we talk about the streets and we talk about street activities, we talk about gangs, cliques, and all that. I find it funny how, like, okay, when we use the term gang banging, it's usually reserved for, Crips, Bloods, Norteños, Serranos, Latin Kings, GDs, Vice Lords. You know what I'm saying? As long as there's a color attached to it, it's gang banging, right? And it always struck me as very interesting. Like, what is actually why is it when you're not gang banging, but you're in the streets and you're basically doing the same shit, but they're not referring to you as, or you could be referred to as a gang, but your activity is not referred to as gang banging, but yet rappers, interviews, you hear these terms used throughout these interactions, right? So why is it separate that these gangs over here have to be called gangbangers, but these gangs over here are just gangs and just they do street activities? It's gang banging. If you chunking up your neighborhood, right? If you chunking up your neighborhood, you chunking up the side you from, you in the streets, and you represent yours, What's the difference? You still pulling out choppers and everything else, so you banging, right? That's the definition of banging, right? So why is the term just reserved for us? Us that, are involved or have been involved. Like, why is that? Why isn't just the whole thing referred to as gangbanging? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't never make no sense to me. Like, the only difference between the two is one is representing a color, the other one is just representing a block. That's one of them. Make it make sense, please. Because the math is not mapping. Oh shit. Let me get to these comments. Excuse me. The app called Sensei. Oh, okay. I'll try that one out. X5 got a black wife. Oh, that's funny. Well, just because she black don't mean she black. I'll just say that. Oh yeah, that's what they usually wear. I ran into a few out here in Colorado. Oh yeah. What when Oakland 6'5" hood day? Interesting. Yeah, that's why I was like, what? Huh? That threw me off. I ain't gonna lie. And for a town that don't want to have anything to do with gangbanging, don't call it. Look. If you don't want to be called a gangbanger, then stop calling yourself a gangster. If you don't want to have nothing to do with gangbanging, don't call yourself a gangster. For Crips, Bloods, GDs, Vice Lords, Norteños, Serenos, etc., apply to gangbanging. Right? They usually constitutes gangbanging. Yep. Like Crestside versus Hillside Vallejo. Exactly. Bingo. Could you elaborate further, please, brother? Oh, it's it's like when you hear a song from a rapper that's part of a section, right? And they start throwing these terms out like gangster, bang, I'm a G, and all these type of terms, right? These type of terms have always been reserved for gangbangers, gang members, right? As far as I could remember, when I was a little one, before I wasn't even thinking about the streets, but I sure was watching the shit on TV though. And I would hear my brothers and them and how they would talk. You're not using the term I'm a G if you're not actively involved in that type of lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Because the only ones that really have been reserved to use the term gangster and not be in the streets like that, you talking about Italian mafias, Irish mafia. Well, matter of fact, shit, the Irish mafia is probably the closest white gangbanging type of situation you got. But then you got what's the Italians, the Irish, okay. The Irish and I know I'm forgetting one. Italian Irish. Huh? And I ain't talking about the Mexican mafia either, because that's more prison shit. But anyways, I don't want to get stuck on that. So That's always been reserved for that portion of it. On this side of things, when you referring to a G, you referring to a gang member. That was the original term, how it was used. So that's the foundation of it. So that's why I say if you're not a gang banger or a gang member, then don't call yourself a gangster. Just say you a street dude. You know what I'm saying? Just say you a street dude. You know what I'm saying? I represent woo woo woo. Well, really, if you a gangster, then you a gang banger. You know what I'm saying? Or you done build up enough equity and you done got to a certain point in life where, yeah, you a gangster. You know what I'm saying? Because of woo 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 or what you did at woo 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 woo. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, if you just a gang member, then you know what I'm saying? I'm not no gangster. Y'all ain't never heard me say I'm a gangster. I used to be. But them days have long past me. So I just sit here chilling, you know. Cause I put my time in, you know, and I got out. Well, no, I won't say that I got out. 'Cause I didn't actually get out. I stepped back because being a father is more important than being in the streets and doing nonsense. You know, I wasn't about to risk me not being around and then my daughter growing up a certain way, and then I'm sitting there like I got a battle with that. You know, like nah, I don't need my daughter out here being one of these ratchet ass girls. Hell no. All that popping at the mouth, barely got clothes on their body. Hell no, we ain't doing that. Shit. You was a black princess that is blossoming into a black queen. And that's how we gonna do that. We you know, no. We gonna have some respect centered around you. We ain't finna do that ratchet shit. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't doing that. You know, I didn't like that shit when I was around it. That shit did not impress me. That shit was nice. You know what I'm saying? I'll be seeing dudes all they trying to get up on them and ooh, I'm like, man, I ain't got time for that. Yeah, you go and fuck around. Yeah, you gonna catch something. You gonna catch something. Yeah. You keep on trying to fuck on all these ratchet ass women, you gonna be at the fucking clinic every fucking week. Yeah. You know. And I wanna say a special congratulations to my daughter, by the way, who just passed the state testing yesterday. You feel me? She on her way to be A-R-N, yeah, A-R-N, yeah, whole career. You know what I'm saying? So I wanna salute my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Doing big things out there. Not out here with 5 kids, no job, and smoke Newports all day. Hell nah, we ain't doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Huh? Can I get some money? I need to go get my hair done. Do I hold up? You try to go get your hair done, and your kid need clothes. Your kid needs something to eat, but you want to go get your hair done. Huh? Hell no, I ain't gonna give you no money. I'll give you some money to go take care of that. As a matter of fact, come on. I'm about to take you to the store so you go get some stuff for this baby. Shit. We ain't about to do that. I've seen I've seen some girls with kids who just I'll be like, oh my God. Can you and it's like you want to say something, but it's not your house. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's not your kid. You ain't family. You know what I'm saying? So you just kind of gotta eat that shit. And there's some nasty shit to eat too. Ugh. I was like, why did you just why? First of all, why are you talking to your kid like that? That's a kid. It's not a grown person. Talk to a grown person like that. You talk to a kid like that. Shit. Shit, that's why these kids at like 7, 8, 9, 10 be walking around with guns already out in the streets and shit. You know what I'm saying? They take their innocence away at an early age. Now all of a sudden they gotta grow up 10 times faster. And that's bad. There's never a good ending with that. You know what I'm saying? Because if you a little kid and you out there busting at fools are not gonna think twice to bust back at you. They don't care you a kid. All they see is a person with a gun trying to kill them. So they gonna buzz back. And you know what I'm saying? Tragically, that's what happens. These parents don't be raising their kids right. Matter of fact, fuck all that raising right. They don't raise their kids at all because if they was raising their kids right, then shit. I guarantee you, a lot of the shit that them kids be doing, they will not be doing. You know what I'm saying? And if they thought about doing it, they thought twice about doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, nope. You know, and then you got some kids out there that get this sensation about being locked up. Like, where in the world did that ever become a pleasurable thing to do? I wouldn't give a damn. You can still go live in there and do all kinds of shit in there. You can't go nowhere. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? You have no freedom. None. And you find joy in that? Like, when did that become like a badge of honor? I'm lost. Uh, oh, shit. All the way there. Okay. Right. Gangster usually applies to gangbanging. Yeah, like gang, gang. Yeah, gang, gang, gang. I was referring to Tupac. Yeah. Robert, she might be a teller or not an FBA, or she could be FBA and be a bet, which I think it was what Jay Millie was referring to in regards to Xbox Black Lives. Oh yeah, Irish, Italian, and yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, that was weird. It just knocked me all the way off. Okay. Oh, damn. Fun fact, I mean Popeyes. You know Popeyes? Jay Book was a gangster. Jay Millie is just a militant. Yep. Yep. Got that. Robert, what did you get from Popeyes? Honest decision. Chicken and biscuits. Got the chicken and biscuits. Yeah, congrats to your daughter. My mom is an RNA. Been one for over 15 years. Oh, okay. Should salute to moms. Legs and thighs. Oh, thank you, Robert. Thank you. Yes. See it too? Yeah, it really is. You got kids having kids. That ain't that. That's some real shit right there. Yeah, like that's something to glorify or praise. Yeah, what's an FBA? Foundational Black American, the people who builds this country, Robert, those of us who aren't immigrants. Anytime, brother J. Margaret. Woo! Styling and profile. But yeah, I just be like, even like when I go to the store, right? And I be seeing these teenage girls with their parents and shit. And I just be like, your parents really let you out looking like that? You couldn't be no more than probably like 13, 14 years old, and you out here wearing shit that a 25-year-old would be wearing. Like, what the fuck is going on? Oh, hell no. You lucky you not my little sister, because I'll knock you around a few times. And like, what the fuck are you wearing? You ain't going outside like that. Like, hell no. Oh, nope. Nope, you better go change your clothes. Get your ass in there, because if I have to come out there and I have to put my hands on somebody because they were trying to rub up against you, you know what I'm saying, and you didn't want it, then you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be a problem, because I'm gonna have to beat their ass. Then I'm gonna have to get on you because I done told you what was going to happen. Because guys that see girls that got extra skin are usually going to try to make a move to touch that extra skin. If you got a booty cheek out, they're gonna try to grab that booty cheek. Okay. If you got your boozle out, my boobies, you know what I'm saying? You got the little top on and everything, you got your titties extra out and all that. Woo, woo, woo. They over there trying to get an extra hug on you, like, oh, let me hug you a little bit tighter. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, my bad. Yeah. You got a lot of weirdos out there. They will do that shit. You know? I seen a video earlier today. This woman had it was this guy, this black guy. He was standing in front of I don't know, look like a department store or something. But he was outside. He was standing there, and this woman, she runs up to him. This other guy was following her, trying to, you know what I'm saying, touch her and grab her, and basically, trying to snatch her up one time. So she acted like the guy was her dude, to the point she even gave him a kiss on the cheek, and he was kind of like, well, how long y'all been together? Start asking weird ass questions and shit, right? So then the dude, he started to get irritated and kind of took a few steps up on dude and was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you need help moving? He was like, no. You know what I'm saying? And finally he walked out. I'm like, this is some crazy ass shit, motherfucker. See, that's why I say, And I told my daughter this, you know what I'm saying, as she was growing up about these type of individuals. You know, there are a lot of guys out there that will sit there and they will try to, you know, so you know, and I gave her what to look for, you know. And then, hold on, but then you got these women out here. You got these women out here that want some of that young meat so bad that they will go down to them teenagers. They like that old meat ain't working no more. I need that. I need that young sturdy meat. Like these women out here on some nasty ass shit too now. You know. And it's crazy because I used to be on that double standard shit. Like, yeah, the guy doing it, yeah, that's some weird ass shit, whatever. But then I would say, well, shit, if I was a student in her class, or like if my teacher looked like that and she let me hit, I'm not saying nothing. I'm going. I'm acting like ain't nothing different. I'm acting like nothing different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. These people out here be out here doing too much and end up getting caught. But it's all nasty at the end of the day. Like, leave them kids alone. Shit. Buy you a sex dog. Shit. You know what I'm saying? If the vibrator ain't working no more, get you a sex dog. If the pussy ain't working too right no more, get a sex doll. You know what I'm saying? You be all right. Well, I don't know wrong with these people out here. Oh man, they out here on some other shit. This generation is scary as hell. Hey, man, hella scary. He said so. I seen one yesterday like that. Oh, you did? That's some crazy ass shit, huh? Like shit. If that shit ever happened to me, I'm just out somewhere one day and some woman just come up to me, you know what I'm saying, try to get away from this dude and acting like I'm her man. Oh shit, we going out on a date. Fuck that. Fuck that. We going out on a date. Shit. I'll buy it, help me. But you cute. Booty, 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 rocking everywhere. Rocking everywhere. Rocking. Come on. Oh shit. I found you, Miss New Booty. Oh shit. Yeah, you got that too. These cougars, sugar mamas. Oh yeah, with that young meat. Talk about I want some companionship. You don't want no damn companionship. You want some of that young meat. You know how I know this? You know how I know this? 'Cause I was that young meat one time. Talk about she wants some companionship. You didn't want no some companionship. You want me to go up in you and you want me to pound you want me to knock that shit out the park. That's what you want me to do. That's what I did. Oh, well, remember we seen that when was kids, the teacher having babies with the student. I remember one actually married his student. Yeah, that shit. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think they got out a few years back. I remember that shit. And then she get pregnant by him. Wasn't she pregnant too? Like shit, you're not supposed to get pregnant. That's too obvious. Well, now I mean, you could play it off, but then you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta act like you ain't got no kid. Like, that's some crazy shit. Just come over on the weekends. Oh shit. Come over on the weekends. So you can see your baby. Oh shit. Speaking of teachers dating students, that was where the episode of this teacher messing with a student on Dr. Phil. Oh God. I believe, yeah, Dr. Phil had a lot of those. He had a lot of those. And I didn't even watch the show. I just seen like different clips on YouTube. And I'd be like, God damn. Dr. Phil, you got some weirdos on your shit. Yeah, you got, yep, okay. Yeah. That was like, what the fuck? I'm just trying to get A in the class one time. That's all. I'm just trying to get A. I'm trying to get an A for the semester. Oh shit. I'm trying to get an A for the semester. Shit. You over here getting pregnant and shit. Did I tell you take that Plan B before I left? Oh fuck. Shit, you supposed to be the teacher. Oh, that student dad who was a pastor let it happen to. Oh God. You know, don't get me started on the pastors, though. Nasty motherfuckers. You got some nasty pastors out there going to hotels and shit, don't want to pay. Oh shit, that shit was funny as fuck. Did you see that episode when the boy slapped his mama? Ah, oh hell no, I didn't see that. Oh hell no. Fuck, you crazy. Slapping your mama. Oh, you trying to die today, ain't you? You trying to die today. Oh man, that pastor at the hotel that didn't have the money to pay that hooker. He talking about, man, I'm gonna go tell your wife. I'm gonna call your wife. I'm gonna tell you, she, man, you been fucking on a hooker. Oh shit. Can't learn that. Oh shit. Oh man. Yeah, remember that video of that one who caught trigger and did on the face? Oh, she said, I'm gonna tell your wife. Oh no, you can't tell her. You can't. No, you can't do that. That boy had his pants hanging down the shit. I said, "Oh Lord." I said, "Oh Lord, 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 what have you done to your child? Have you forsaken your child to the degree that he would go and cheat on his wife with a hooker? Damn, damn. What, Lord, please let me know. Please, I just want to know. Please let me know. I want to know what you're thinking. Is there something on your mind? Crazy fact, this prostitute in Everett, Washington shot her giant in it. What the hell? Because he couldn't do what? Whoa. Whoa. Hold on. Time out. She shot the dude in the head because he could. What the hell? That sounds like some dominatrix type shit. It sound like he like to get tied up and shit, and you know what I'm saying, abused and all that shit. And she probably gave him some type of command, and he didn't want to do the command, and she got irritated in her feelings for some crazy reason. Like, bitch, you still finna get you already got paid. Most likely, you probably already got paid if you do it right. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't understand why that hooker sat out there and let him do what he did, and then he didn't want to pay. Like, you supposed to get that money up front. That's number one uno in the pimp game. You get the money up front because you're putting yourself at a risk of doing the job and then not getting paid. Now you have a whole nother situation that you got to handle that you don't need to. See, that's why I never got. I said, man, I did about a good month of that shit. I said, I cannot do this shit. This is fucking a headache. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting headaches. I'm getting headaches I don't get. I ain't got time for this shit. Oh, fuck that. Another crazy fact: this woman shot her man in the stomach because what the hell? Yo, man, chill the fuck out. You man, these women out here shooting your ass now. Shit. They ain't breaking cars no more. They out here shooting your ass. Y'all better chill the fuck out. She unfortunately shot him twice. He didn't do it right now. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. God damn. Oh man, that's crazy as hell. Right? You're supposed to get the money up front pivot. Man, that's what I'm saying, man. You're supposed to get the money up front. What the hell? Man, shit. Y'all probably ain't got no pimps, huh? Y'all probably some freelancing hoes. Huh? Y'all freelancing hoes, huh? And shit, you better get you a pimp because you can't think right. You better get you a pimp. You gonna live that life, you better get you a pimp because you can't think right. That pimp gonna have to think for you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time to be thinking for another motherfucker. That's why that shit does not work for me. It does not work for me. But if you out there freelancing and you out here having them type of problems, you better get you a pimp so he can think for you. You know what I'm saying? So he can get you back on your right track and not on the wrong track. You know what I'm saying? So, man, chill all that shit out. Because, you know what I'm saying? If you out here being one of these freelancing hoes, you put yourself at even more of a risk of the John doing something to you without any type of consequences. Because what you gonna do? Yeah, you might carry you a gun or whatever, but he might got a gun too. You know what I'm saying? And you over there shuffling around trying to get in your purse or whatever the case may be, and he already done blew your head off. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to ride the track, not slip on it. So get you a pimp so he can think for you. Damn, I kind of tapped into my old self a little bit there. Oh shit. Oh shit. Willie D reported these stories on his channel. Oh, okay. Yeah, he do be telling some crazy ass stories. Oh, that's damn crazy. Man. Renegade host. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh man. Oh shit, man. Yeah, I can't, you know, like I said earlier, Willie D got my sub, but you know what I'm saying? Unless it's something, I ain't watching it. I just ain't feeling him. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Houston though, you know what I'm saying? H-Town one time, you know what I'm saying? Fifth Ward, what's happening? All right, Chance, Jay, did you want to pivot at one point? Oh, that's what I was just saying. I did for a good month. I did for a good month, and that shit was not for me. I don't want the headache. I ain't got time to be sitting here, like. First of all, I'm not the type of person to talk to a woman in that fashion. You know what I'm saying? Unless she pisses me off to the point to where I gotta talk to her in that fashion. And I don't want to just do that just based off of whatever. You know what I'm saying? The other thing is when you doing that shit, you gotta have like patience for that shit. Because they're gonna constantly fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Every once in a while, you get you a few good ones, and they out there, you know what I'm saying, doing what they supposed to be doing. But you gonna have a string of those that's gonna like make you want to choke their ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I ain't got time to be doing all that. That's just not me. I'd rather be a player of the situation and just have me a string of them, and you know what I'm saying, get the luxuries of what I was getting at the time. You know what I'm saying? On top of what I was getting on my own, you know. So that's what I was doing. But that pimp shit, nah, that shit ain't for me. You know. And I knew it early enough to where I didn't fall into it. You know. So as a matter of fact, one of mine actually came with me, and she actually stopped doing that shit. So there was something good that came out of it. Really did the Democrat shield. Yeah, that part. By chance, do you see Willie and Scarface argue one day? Oh man, I used to see them argue back in the Disney when they was the Ghetto Boys. Did you have a stable host, Jay Billy? Yeah, I had a few here and there. You know what I'm saying? I had a few here and there. You know, you know. But it's just you have to have patience. I ain't got patience for that shit. You know, I already had enough going on at that time that and the only reason why I did it is because I was able to get them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had no problems getting them. So I was thinking like, well, let me try this. So then I switched up some tactics and start to, you know what I'm saying? I started with one because I want the first I want to see if I can actually do it. Because it's not like being a player and you just, you know what I'm saying, trying to pop it and try to, you know what I'm saying, smash on something or whatever the case may be. Nah, you actually trying to, you know what I'm saying, get money. You know what I'm saying? You actually about to have this girl out here, you know what I'm saying, selling her shit, getting money, bringing it back to you. You know what I'm saying? That whole type thing. So the whole conversation got to be different, right? So I started with one. Once I knew that I had that one, as a matter of fact, the funny part about that situation was while in the conversation that we was having, because we wasn't having a conversation about that. You know what I'm saying? We was having a whole different type of conversation. But what happened was she said, or better yet, she asked me, she said, Jay, have you ever thought about pimping? I said, nah, I ain't thought about it. Why? Because the way that you talk and the way that you formulate your words, you could be a pimp. I said, oh, okay, thank you. So I'm trying to get back to the conversation, but as I'm talking and as the conversation is going, in my mind, I'm like, you know what? Damn, she is actually right. Because I started listening to myself. I never really like listened to myself. Everybody else would say things, but I never actually listened to myself. So, but for this reason, or at this time, I started listening to myself, and I was like, "Damn, okay, I actually do kind of, yeah, okay." So then, I reverted back to the question that she asked. So now the conversation changed, and then she was like, "Well, if you ever decide that you want to do it, you know what I'm saying? I got you." And I was like, "You got me?" She was like, "Yeah, I got you." I look at her, I'm like, also, you willing to get that money for me? She was like, yeah. I said, oh, you know what I'm saying? I said, oh, okay. All right, for sure. All right. Well, I'll be at you then. You know what I'm saying? I leave, few days pass, I swing back by, and I asked her, are you still down to do that? She was like, yeah. She said, I can start tonight. I was like, for sure. And then boom. So once I got that one, then I was like, okay, now I can know, But you see, the funny part about that is once I got that one, and the other girls started seeing what she was doing, that's when they started coming my way. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, like they say, she chose me. Oh man, there was a lot of dudes that was mad too. They was like, man, how the fuck is this nigga coming over here and he over here like, you know what I'm saying, probably like that. Cause for one, you in my neighborhood. Let's start with that one. You in my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can come over here and do what I do, because it's my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I still come around. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? You better step your game up. Don't be mad at me because you in slow motion. So I was really like, I was feeling myself for a good week or so. But then something happened, and I was like, wait, hold on, this shit, what? So what happened was I swing through, right? I'm coming to pick up some money. But when I pop up, there's somebody missing, right? So I go inside the apartments. I go to my folks' house because that's where we usually go and kick it at. I go over there. I ask them, where is she at? They're like, we ain't seen her in like a day or so. Like a day or so? What the fuck? All right. So I leave. And the only reason why I hadn't been over there is because I had something else to do with family. So that had me kind of tied up. But somebody was supposed to be watching, but that's a whole nother story for another time. So now I'm like, where the fuck is this bitch at? So I'm thinking, and then my phone rings. No, the phone rings. The house, my homeboy's phone rings. He come and get me. And I'm like, huh? Why you coming to get me? Yo, this is your house. I'm living over here. Why are you coming to get me? So I go in and he like, you know, I'm like, all right. So I get on the phone. It's her. I'm like, where the fuck is you at? She like, she went to Oakland, right? She went to Oakland and she got stuck out there. The girl she went with, she got stuck out there. I was like, you got stuck. What the fuck are you doing out there in the first place? She was like, I was coming out here just riding with my homegirl, and we were supposed to just do a turnaround, and then we ended up staying. And then she said she was going to the store, and then she just bounced. She never came back. I'm like, didn't I tell you ass not to go nowhere? I told you I had shit to do, right? So what the fuck is you going anywhere for? She was like, I know. I said, you know what? Keep your ass in Oakland. She was like, what? Yeah, find your own way back. You either stay in Oakland or you find your own way back. I ain't doing it. Shit, you want to be a dumb bitch, you be a dumb bitch, and hung up on the bitch. I said, and then when that moment happened, I said, yeah, I can't do this. This is too aggravating. This is too aggravating. This is fucking bitch don't listen. So then I go back outside and I tell my folks what happened. He like, fuck. I'm like, man, I don't know if I can continue this shit, man. This shit already tiring. I already got like personal shit going on at the same time. So I'm like, some wild shit. I had a few I wanted me to pimp. Then I opted out after seeing some of the homies go to prison for pimping and paying it off. Yeah, good move. Willie D and Bushwick Bill arguments were crazy. Not oh man. Oh, I missed that. Shout out to Scarface, aka Brad Jordan. Yep. R.I.P. Bushwick. You know it. Shout out to Scarface. Scarface was dope. Still is. Nah, he definitely is on everything. Mm-hmm. Right? You know how the game goes. They choose you, you don't choose them. Every time. Damn, she got stuck out like, yeah, man. I told her what I had to do. And she was like, okay, I'm gonna hold it down. I'm like, okay, you know, I'm trusting. And she still here and go to Oakland? I'm like, hell no. We ain't doing that. You know, I'm like, back in them days, if you piss me off, oh, I'm just cutting you off. There ain't no, I'm not dealing with it. Be mad. Don't hate the play, hate the game. Damn, it was hard on them hoes. Man, it had to be. It's hard headed. They almost didn't listen. Well, hey, y'all, I'm about to jump off of here. Thank y'all for chilling with me. I'm back in the mix, people. I'm back in the mix. We got a whole new situation going on around here. You know what I'm saying? So, keep tuning in because I got some more stuff in store. Things have changed. So I got to go with the change, and the change is positive. Positivity is what we're doing. All that other nonsense, we ain't doing that. We positive. Positivity. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna learn something, And I'm gonna say this too. Let me get this out the way. When I do my open panels, anybody starts an argument, I will kick you off. Okay? Kick you off. I'm not banning you from the channel. I'm just gonna kick you off. We're not doing no arguing. Come on the panel, we're gonna do what we do. And then when we leave my live, we're gonna leave it on a good note. That's what we're gonna do. Anybody, moderators, I'm gonna need y'all more than ever because there's gonna be a lot of haters coming in, trying to disrupt and doing all this nonsense. And man, get they butts up out of here. If they come in here with that nonsense, get your, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, I don't see the chat. So I trust y'all, with them wrenches to, y'all see some funny shit, get bye. You know what I'm saying? If there's a mistake that's making, let me know. I'll correct it. And you know what I'm saying? We can get back to business. So we grown people. We grown people. Yeah, guys, got your positivity there, man, on everything. Yes, sir. So, what I think about SmackDown earlier? The same thing I think about WWE. So, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. I'll catch y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow. I will definitely see y'all tomorrow. So, with that said, y'all have a good night. And yeah, I kind of do want to do an outro, but I'm gonna say that. So I'll see y'all next time, people. Peace.